everyone, my name is Marsa Athifa Handayani. I am from SRIWIJAYA State Polytechnic and Electrical Engineering major. For this video, I want to tell you guys about tenses. Yes, a really important part of learning English. Do you ever get confused about when we use past, present, future, and continuous? Or wonder why there are so many different forms of each one? Don't worry, in this video, we're going to break down the different tenses in English, making it super easy and simple to understand how to talk about action in the past, describe things happening now, predict the future, and even the action that happen regularly, like routines, habits, or things that are always true. Okay, make sure to stay tuned and let's get started. Okay guys, in this video, I will to tell 4 branches of tenses. The first one is in simple present tense, and second is simple past tense, and simple continuous tense, and the last one is simple future tense. Okay, next. First material is simple present tense. In simple present tense, we use to express to describe habits or repeated action. Example, I go to school every day. And to state general truths or facts. Example, the sun rises in the east. And then for instructions or simple directions. Example, you turn left at the corner. And the last one is for schedules events in the near future. Example, the train leaves at 8 p.m. Okay, next. In simple present tense, we have structure for positive sentence and subject plus base verb 1. With example, she plays tennis. Subject with she and base verb as plays. And then in negative sentence, we have subject plus do or does not, and plus base verb. And use does for subject he, she, it, and for do, we use for subject I, you, we, they. An example, they do not like coffee. Subject as they plus do not, and base verb is like. Okay, and question sentence, we have do or does plus subject plus base verb. An example, do you play football? Or does he work here? Subject as you, and base verb is play. Okay, next material of simple present tense. In simple present tense, we have rules for adding s or es. We add s or es to the base form of the verb when the subject is in the third person singular, in he, she, and it. Okay, here how to decide between s and es. The first one is add s to most verbs for third person singular. Example, he works, she reads, it rains. Okay, next. Add es when the verb ends in this word. Okay. Examples: she watches, ch ini. He finishes, it passes. He fixes, she goes. Okay, third, adding ses for verb ending in consonant y. Change y to yes. Examples: she studies and he tries. Y di sini, y in here, change to studies. Form base verb is before study to studies. Try to tries. Okay, the last one is for verbs ending in a vowel y, just add s. Examples: she plays and he enjoys. Next module. In simple past tense, when we can use simple past, we can use simple past for completed action in the past. Example: he finished his homework last night. And then for specific time in the past, example: they traveled to Japan in 2019. Specific time in here is 2019. And last is series of action in the past. Example: she cooked dinner, set the table, and called her friends. Okay, in simple past tense, we have structure 2. For positive sentence, we can use subject plus past form of verb. Examples: I visited my grandmother's yesterday. I as a subject, past form of verb is visited. And then she played tennis last weekend. She as a subject and played as a past form of verb. Okay, and in negative sentence, we have subject plus didn't or did not and plus base form of verb. Example: I didn't watch TV last night. I as a subject plus did not and plus watch as a base form of verb. And then second example is they did not go to the party. They as a subject plus did not and go as a base form of verb. Okay. In question sentence, we have did plus subject plus base form of verb. With examples: did you visit your friend? And here we have did, subject as you, and visit as a base form of verb. And then did she enjoy the movie? Did plus subject and plus base form of verb. Okay, next. In simple past tense, we have regular and irregular verbs too. Regular verbs, we can add ed to form the past tense. Examples: walk, we can change to walked, and play, change to played. And then irregular verbs, we change form memorization is required. Examples: change go to went and eat change to ate. Okay, next. The third material of tenses is simple future tense. We use simple future tense to decision made at the moment of speaking. Example: I will answer the phone. And then we use for predictions or beliefs about the future. For example, it will rain tomorrow. And then we use simple future tense for promises, offers, or suggestions. For example, I will help you with your homework. Is promises, yes guys. Okay, next. In simple future tense, we have structure. For positive sentence, we use subject plus will plus base form of verb. With examples, first examples is I will visit my grandmother tomorrow. I as a subject plus will plus visit as a base form of verb. Okay, and then next example is they will start the project next week. They as a subject plus will and plus start as a base form of verb. And then in negative sentence, we have structure with subject plus will not plus base form of verb. For example, I will not go to the party. I as a subject plus will not and plus go as a base form of verb. And then next example is she won't finish the work by tomorrow. She as a subject plus won't or will not in here and plus finish as a base form of verb. And then in question sentence, we use will plus subject plus base form of verb. With examples, will you come to the meeting? Will plus you as a subject and base form of verb in here is come. Okay, next. Will he help us with the project? Will plus he as a subject and base form of verb in here is help. Okay guys, next. In simple future tense, we using going to for declare a plain actions with structure and subject plus am is are plus going to plus base form of verb. With examples, I am going to start a new job next week. I as a subject and to be am is are in here is am and going to plus base form of verb in first example in here is start. Okay, next examples, they are going to visit us on Friday. And here they as a subject and to be are plus going to and base form of verb in here is visit. Okay, next, the last material of tenses in this video is simple continuous tense. What is continuous? Continuous or progressive tenses are used to describe actions that are in progress at a specific time. Each tense indicates an action that is or was or will be happening at the particular time. In simple continuous tense, they have three branches again. For the first is present continuous tense, and the second is past continuous tense, and the third of future continuous tense. Okay, I can tell the first of continuous tense is present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, they describe action happening right now or ongoing action in the present. The usage is for action happening at the moment of speaking. Example, they are playing soccer right now. And for temporary actions, example, he is staying with his parents for a week. And then for future arrangement, example, we are meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Structures of present continuous tense is subject plus am is are there's to be and plus verb ing. With examples, for positive sentence, we have I am reading a book. And for negative sentence, she isn't eating lunch right now. And for questions, sentence is are you studying for the last? Okay, next. Second material form continuous is past continuous tense. In this tense, we describe action that we are ongoing at a specific time in the past. The usage for action in progress at a specific time in the past. Example, she was cooking dinner at 7 p.m. Specific time in here is 7 p.m. Okay, next, for interrupted action. Example, I was reading when the phone rang. Okay, and then for background scenes in the stories, examples, the birds were singing and the sun was shining. The structure of past continuous tense is subject plus was or were and plus verb ing. Examples, for positive sentence, we have I was watching a movie last night. And for negative sentence, we have they weren't studying at 8 p.m. And for question is was she sleeping when you called? Okay, next. For future continuous tense, the future continuous tense describes action that will be ongoing at a specific time in the future. The usage of future continuous tense is first for action that will be in progress at a specific future time. Example, they will be having dinner at 7 p.m. And then for polite inquiries about plans. Example, will you be using the car this evening? And then the structure of future continuous tense. In this PPT, we can read the structure is subject plus will be plus verb ing, and example is for positive sentences I will be working all day tomorrow. And then for negative, she won't be attending the meeting, and for question is will you be traveling next week? Okay, next. At the end of this section, I have 3 questions to see how far your understanding of this tenses material is, you can write your answer in the comment column below. The first person who writes the answer and all the answers are correct, I will give a prize. The prize is a form of my appreciation because you have watched this video until the end and can answer the question correctly, of course. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this video can be useful for all of us. Thank you.